Welcome back to Inside Guelph. It's time for your Guelph Police Services update. So join us now, Constable Gatto. Good to see you.
You too.
We have some snowy days out there.
We certainly do.
So we're here to talk about some snowy safety.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
You know what? I thought about bringing up this topic because over the last month, we've actually had 2 incidents within our city where pedestrians have been struck by cars while crossing the street. And in both instances, the officers have laid the charge of basically having obscured view of your windows. So in the first incident, it was over on Inverness and Woodlawn Road. It was about a month ago, and it was actually a nanny pushing a stroller with 2 young children, and the nanny was struck, the stroller was pushed, and the 3-year-old was struck.
Oh my God.
Luckily, nobody was hurt, but in that case, the officer decided that if the driver had properly cleaned his windows, he would have seen them, and this accident wouldn't have happened. And then we just had one a few days ago again on Wellington and Gordon Street, and it was the same thing. It was a van this time, and a fellow was crossing the street, and the van hit him with the mirror. The driver continued on, not even having a clue that they had hit the person.
Not only were they not clear windows, they didn't even see?
Didn't see anything, didn't feel it, didn't anything.
But the person being hit had the wherewithal to get the license plate number?
Well, what had actually happened in that instance was a police officer happened to be right there and saw the whole thing.
Oh my goodness.
So they were able to get the driver and stop them. And once again, the reason that the officer felt that they didn't see, because the driver said, I did not see the person. So, so it's something where people really need to take that into consideration. And I know for work now I have to drive the media van, and it's tough to it's a lot of windows.
A lot of windows.
And it's cold and it's snowing, and it's the last thing anybody wants to do. But the importance of making sure that you have a clear view all around your motor vehicle is huge. And I mean, in the 2 instances that we've had, the injuries have been very minor, very lucky. But it certainly could get a lot more extreme. And that's just your windows. Obviously, that's so that you can have clear view all around your car.
Well, all you should think about is that stroller. That alone will make me want to clean off every inch of my car.
Exactly.
That's horrifying.
You don't want to be the person driving that does that.
No.
So then the other thing that you have to remember too is, well, first of all, that's a $110 fine if you're stopped, and you don't have to hit somebody to be charged with that. It's just if they see it's not clear? That's right. If you don't have clear view, if your view is obstructed by snow or dirt or whatever, an officer can pull you over and give you a ticket for it. But the other thing that people have to remember too is it's just not your windows that you have to worry about. And as I was driving here today, I was trying to keep track of cars and who I thought was cleaned properly and who wasn't. And there was about 7. My drive's only about 5 minutes from the station. And there was at least 7 cars that I felt were not properly cleaned off, and a big culprit is the roof. Right. People do not like cleaning their roofs.
Oh my God! I honestly, I'm going to say, I have never cleared my roof. Well, I didn't know I was supposed to.
Well, it's the problem with it is that it doesn't obstruct your view.
Oh, it goes
back. It flies off, and while I was driving, 2 of the 7 cars, as they made a turn, actually lost their entire load off their roof.
I have never thought of that.
Yeah, so I mean that could cause a car to swerve. It could land on another car and obstruct their view. I was actually telling someone today about what I was going to talk about, and they said that they yesterday saw a van turn, and the entire load fell and hit a pedestrian that was walking on the sidewalk. So
I hope that wasn't my car.
So and then as I was driving here, 2 of the 7 cars that I saw actually lost their load while they turned. So as I'm driving around and I'm seeing all these cars, and I'm thinking, okay, well maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are better than they are. And then I see 2 out of the 7 lose their load, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe people are just losing their loads all over the place. Because I noticed even when I was cleaning my roof today, it was just sliding off because it's wet snow. So and it's heavy.
And heavy. Okay, so you have to really thoroughly clean. Not only is it a fine, but it's also, a danger to those on the road. So thank you for being here. It's always good information that you have. And you can follow Constable Gatto on Twitter. How's that going?
Good. It's good.
This new social media guy. All right, we'll take a short break. When we get back, Ella Paul's joining us. This is your River Run preview. All the great things that are happening there for the month of March. We'll see you back here in a minute.